You could have a bad hair day, but you can fix it. However, when you have a bad portfolio day or bad portfolio year, that's what happened to most of investors in 2022 because the S&P 500 dropped 20%. However, that might be opportunities for now. And there is also one reason that probably our portfolio dropped for everyone that we didn't really think about. And then I don't even want to touch crypto because, like, let's say minus 64% for Bitcoin. That was too harsh. And plus all the hack, that was too harsh for us. But let's focus on the bright side and see some stocks that could be the best of 2023. And maybe some you know them, some you don't know them. I can be almost sure. But the first one during 2022, that was the bad students. Everyone was gathering and say, okay, this is a bad student. I don't want my son to hang out with that. And what I want to talk about is Facebook or Meta. Yeah, because Meta lost a lot of money with Zuckerberg wanting to do the metaverse. But then the thing is metaverse is dog shit. It looks like no one wants to be on it. Zuckerberg tried to buy friends now at school and it's not working for him. However, everyone hated it. Everyone sold their stocks, and now maybe the stock is undervalued because when you think about it, Facebook is still gathering a lot of people. They say all the boomers, all the older people go on Facebook and they're growing in users. But honestly, they should remove all the fake accounts first, and then maybe the growth of user will be a bit more moderate. And it's the same. Instagram is still popular, is still used by a huge group of population, and a lot of ads are working really well on it. Anyway, we have to address the elephant in the room, the main competitor of Meta, which is TikTok. And TikTok could be banned in USA. This is again another rumor. We don't know. We know that most of the people are using it to become more stupid. I think the app is getting better and better, and you can finally some content where you can learn stuff. I mean, I'm publishing stuff on TikTok, so yes, it's a good thing to watch my TikToks. The link's in the description. But what is true is that after a massive drop, mechanically, we might see a rise again of Meta. The second company I want to talk about, normally I wanted to talk about LVMH, but I was like, if I'm French and I talk about a French company, people are going to hate me. It's not the only reason, but that could be one of the reasons. Have you heard about ASML? No? Maybe you heard about another company called TSMC. Or should I call it Taiwan Semiconductor Company, which is the biggest producer of semiconductors. Semiconductors, I don't know how to spell it, how to pronounce it. Anyways, you find it everywhere in your phone, in your batteries, maybe even in this aircon remote, I don't know. But that's the biggest producer, and the new war is on semiconductors. Because we saw that semiconductors are the main thing during the pandemic. Like, if they couldn't sell cars, it's because they didn't have those microprocessors and some microchips. They couldn't import it. But the thing is, TSMC cannot really live without ASML. And I'm not talking about ASMR, because ASMR, honestly, I think everyone can live without it. We had enough. No, but seriously. So ASML, what they do is they can print EUV lithography. And this is one of the main things that you need to be able to print microchips, to be able to do microprocessors, or even Intel use it for their processors. Anyway, ASML is the one that is doing the innovation around this. And this is why what is even more interesting is actually what happened in 2012 is that ASML sold a quarter of their shares to their biggest customers, and they had three main customers, which are Samsung, Intel, and TSMC. So we have run something really interesting because they are working actually with the main producers. And even though if ASML skyrocketed, the performance against the S&P 500 is just outstanding, well, they still have a monopolistic situation, and it's gonna be really hard to take out their competition. Maybe you thought like, oh yeah, but China can outcompete them. Well, no, because China can even manage to copy TSMC microprocessor and microchips. So it's really hard. It's harder than we think, and it's crazy that this little company in Norway just became something that is so essential in our world. The third company, and I want to talk about blue screen or blue thumbs up. Just if you could click on the blue thumbs up now, that's good, because it's a good moment to do it, is Microsoft. Microsoft, okay, yeah, that's not the most sexy company, but what they offer to companies, they are doing really well with it. Their cloud is doing well, their office offers are doing well, and also some of the investment they made are doing really well because they invested in AI and they invested in OpenAI. OpenAI, you might know, is the company behind ChatGPT, and OpenAI is also the company that's going to be behind tons of tools that everyone use. But the third thing about Microsoft is they're going to integrate Bing to their search engine, which could make Bing cool again. Was Bing ever cool actually? Well, anyways, it might attract a lot of users, and the thing is, if it attracts users, it's going to attract advertising, and that's going to be revenues from Google going to Microsoft and Bing, and that could change a lot of things. I don't know where it's going to go with this, but honestly, for sure, it's going to be interesting, which make it a good cocktail for Microsoft to probably go to their all-time high in 2023. And the four stocks I wanted to talk about that could be the best stock to have in 2023. It's a bank, and a French bank. Oh, you may be thinking, what the fuck, Antoine? You talk about a French bank. You want to spread the Frenchness. No, but the thing is, now they're pretty far from their all-time high of 2007, and they're closer to the lowest in 2008. But they did two things that were pretty interesting. Well, first, they tried decentralized finance with their own sub-company Forge. And they did a loan of 7 million DAI. DAI is a stable coin. A stable coin that is like always $1, 1 DAI, no matter what happened on the market. So this was a success. And the second thing is they absorbed another bank in French, is called Crédit du Nord, and the fusion went pretty well. So that's two ingredients that could really play well for this bank, even if it's a traditional bank and I don't like it, but it's not about what I like in investment, it's about what could go up. And last but not least, the fifth company is, I'm clearly talking about it just because I may earn some retweet on the video, but that's cool. No, honestly, Tesla was one of the biggest loss of 2022 with a drop of 69%. Why they choose this number? Why investors? Did you talk to each other before doing that? You think it's funny? Yeah, it's maybe funny, maybe funny. But a 69 could be a plus 96% after that. I don't know. But what is happening is that they had a massive drop in value because they had a massive increase in value. And we know one thing is us humans, we're stupid and we follow everything that goes up. And then when it goes down, we get scared and too scared. So maybe the company now will become undervalued compared to what they can do. Plus the sales of cars are starting a little bit more in 2023. And Tesla said they're going to drop the price. So maybe it's going to attract more buyers. I don't know. But what is sure is that that's a stock that I will study for 2023. Invest on your own risk. This is not an investment advice, of course. This is entertainment purposes. But yeah, anyway, what you should really check now is which investment you can do for AI, because that's going to be the thing for 2023, even more than all the companies that we talked about. So check this video out, and I see you in the next one. This was Antoine. Ciao.